So it's official, Wayne Rooney is now the future full-time captain of Manchester United. Love him or hate him, that's a fact. He's our leader. We've had a chat about this, the team here at Full Time Devils, and to be honest, we have very split, varying opinions on Wayne Rooney, as obviously all Manchester United fans do. So we're going to talk about the pros and cons of him being Manchester United captain, because quite frankly, this does divide opinion and it's worth talking about. So whether you love him or hate him, don't get upset with us and go, oh, you hate Rooney, oh, I hate Rooney, you really like him, and start disliking the video. Put all of your energy, get in the comments, write it down, tell us what you think. We're going to try and get involved with those comments and we'll respond to as many as we possibly can. Let's get a big debate going here, because this is very interesting in terms of short term and long term. He is now the captain, the leader, the face of Manchester United. So if we look at the pros as to why this is, his form is occasionally up and down, but Wayne Rooney is one of the greatest football players ever to play for Manchester United. He's third in the list of all-time goal scorers. One day he's bound to be first, isn't he? It's meant to be. He does score an awful lot of goals, and we know he works so hard, and also he can play in so many positions. You don't see him getting upset running back, playing right back because someone gets injured. He just works so hard, and you know when he's on the pitch, he gives his all. That's a fact. Also, whether you like or hate this about him, this is just a fact. He is a massive marketing asset. That's why we can pay him so much money every week, because he brings that back in double-fold, probably. He is commercially huge. To many fans, he is the face of Manchester United, and that is because as a brand, he's worth loads of money. He's easy to stick on a poster, people like it. So whether you think that's a good or bad reason to be captain, markability is a big factor around Wayne Rooney. Another reason is that he is likely to be the next England captain. Roy Hodgson isn't a mug, he's going to do his best for the country, whether you agree with his opinions, and he is likely to pick Wayne Rooney. Also, Louis van Gaal has picked Wayne Rooney, and he isn't a mug. He doesn't mess around, and we know the captaincy means an awful lot to Louis van Gaal. He's come out and said that Rooney has been picked because he has a great attitude to training and to Van Gaal's philosophy, something that is obviously very important. So he's not picked him just gone, oh, well, I'll just pick Rooney, he's been here 10 years, he scores a lot of goals. There was a thought process to this, to a man who has come in from the outside, doesn't care what's happened before, he's looking to build in the future. So there are lots of good reasons for him to be captain. There are obviously lots of negatives though. The fact that he has twice asked to leave the club. As far back as 2010, he publicly criticised the squad and said it wasn't good enough. Those players are there now still, some of them. A few of them, like Patrice Evra at the time, came out and said, well, what's he talking about? If he doesn't like it, he can leave. Evra's obviously gone. But there are people who are in that squad still at the club now that really publicly said they're not good enough. And what does it mean to those players who are in the dressing room if they're told, Rooney's a captain now? He's a player they know, it appears, held the club to ransom at least once, demanding huge amounts of money or he was going to leave. He's not necessarily a great role model, is he? We know that about him. Awesome on the pitch, but off the pitch, lots of question marks about his behaviour in certain areas of his life. So there are lots of reasons to think yes or no as to why he should be captain. And as I say, at Full Time Devils, we're split. It's difficult to work out whether or not we like the fact that he will now wear the armband. We desperately want to see him picking up trophies. We want him to do really well. We absolutely 100% support Wayne Rooney as captain. We think that's brilliant. But would we have picked him? Let us know. Let us know your opinion. That's what we would like. Get it down below. Darren Fletcher is now our vice-captain, which is another interesting decision. It's almost like a sort of honorary position. We think Darren's quality, but realistically, is he going to be starting every game? And what does this mean for Michael Carrick? Michael Carrick could have been captain, could have been vice-captain, isn't either. We know he's injured until sort of October. Maybe that's Van Gaal hasn't had a chance to use him, but they didn't have to make the decision now, did he? So is this just, does it really point out how much experience we've lost in our team? That our vice-captain is, no disrespect, I love Darren Fletcher, everybody at Full Time Devils does, he is wonderful, but realistically a fringe player. That's not having a go at him. He's been out for sort of 18 months, he's had 3 terrible years, he's not going to come back and be the player he was. We'd love it if he did, but it's not ideal. But let us know what you think. I'm not having a go at Darren Fletcher. As I say, I absolutely love him. Please give us your opinion. Maybe you think he's the perfect person to be vice-captain, but more importantly, tell us about Wayne Rooney. Get it down below, stir the old pot. Thanks very much.
Vidal is such an important player. For me, he's top 5 in the world. And I think just signing Vidal, because for me, if we don't sign anyone now and we go into the season with the squad that we've got now, I think top 4 will be a struggle.